Race number 5 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 5:15. It's the Merriwell Handicap over 2,200 metres and in replay. Let's take a look at the Latrice Classic and the run of Oriental Rose.
Up in front, here comes the challenge of Lucky Raw. First affair's been park wide. A run came for Fontainebleau, and also running on Celebrity Dream, and she's coasting to them. It's Celebrity Dream at the 150, racing to the front. Fontainebleau got the second down on the inside, but he's going to pinch it on Celebrity Dream. He gave her a peach of a ride, and Celebrity Dream wins the last race from Fontainebleau.
This looks like a good opportunity for Oriental Rose. She was blocked for a run first up. She was wide second up when placed in a graduation race on a Saturday, and then in the replay race you saw she was out sprinted over the last 400 metres of the Latrice Classic. That was a Group 3 event, wasn't run particularly hard as well for an 1,800 metre race. I think stepping up in trip here gets the claim for Jade McNaught, who rode her first Saturday winner last weekend, gets in with 55 kilos, goes on top. From number 2, Hoodlum Thunder, he's a bit of an enigma, this horse, but he has got the blinkers on here. He's had the blinkers off the last 4 starts. They go back on here, and in what is a pretty open race, he's the second pick. And then you've got the 2 horses that come out the same race here. It was at Bunbury, a Class 1 by Stafford's Lad. Number 8, Golden Bonnie, the half to Shintamani, having its 6th run back, was only beaten a length and 3/4 that day. And then number 1, Rayani, for Jason Brown and Brock Luthwaite. There's been a change of tactics with this horse the last 2 starts. He's led both of them and run a lot better than he did for Andrew De Campo before changing stables. Top selection in race number 5 is number 3, Oriental Rose, to beat 2 Hoodlum Thunder, 8 Golden Bonnie and 1 Rayani. Race number 6 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 5:47. It's the Lavazza Maiden over 1,400 metres. In replay, let's take a look at the Cerisa and White runner, Adornment.
Upon it, 2 in front from Seke Adornment. Strong Heart now being popped the question by Pike and sets out after the leader, and without reason running on. Locomotive inside the 200, about 3/4 of a length in front from Seke, wanting to run around. Locomotive's giving. Strong Heart I don't like. It's Locomotive digging in, and this big bold chestnut, too good for them, comes away here.
This does look like the race in which Adornment should break her duck. She's the full sister of Astronomite and Illuminated, both of them multiple city winners. And the format of the Bunbury Maiden we saw in replay is pretty strong as well. The horse that finished 4th without reason won impressively at Ascot 7 days ago, and Adornment was blocked several times in the straight in finishing 3rd behind Locomotive. Goes on top from number 5, Ebony Margie in the Black Heart Bark colours. Trained by Vaughan Sigley, ridden by Troy Turner. Horrible gate here. It's drawn gate number 18, so we'll jump from the outside no matter what the final field has been. Second on debut. Other 2 runs have been a little bit plain, but was okay from the rear last start behind Monica. Number 3, Enzyme Pulver, is having his first preparation with Roly Piercy. The blinkers came off first up. They went back on second up, and they stayed on last time out. Gets a reasonable gate here, Enzyme Pulver. Probably won't be too far away from the speed. Another horse that probably will be on speed in this big field is number 6, ATM, for Randy Tan and Jane Buslinger. Top selection in race number 6, hard to go past number 12, Adornment, to beat 5, Ebony Margie, 3, Enzyme Pulver and 6, ATM. Race number 7 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 6:15. It's the Sweps Handicap over 1,400 metres, and in replay, let's go back 7 days to the win of Express Flirt.
Scarlet Missile pushed it out wider, and then came up Bonnie Girl in the straight and Suspectus to the outside. Next up the Moon, the Real Sepoy, Scarlet Missile, Express Flirt joined in, so does Suspectus. Friars Fantasy's trying to get out, Scarlet Missile. Express Flirt have come together, but Pike takes the lead. Express Flirt draws clear from Scarlet Missile and Friars Fantasy.
That was a very good Wednesday win by Express Flirt. Loses William Pike. He has to ride Creative Hero here, but he does get gate number 1 for Jason Whiting. Listening to Lou Luciani after the race, he reckons his horse has definitely got Saturday ability. He's just had a fair few issues, but the fact that they're backing him up 7 days after that win is certainly a positive. Goes on top from number 4, Beat the Bell, who has beaten Express Flirt twice in recent times, once over 1,000 and then over 1,400 metres. Clearly this horse has had his issues too. There was scratch from a race on Miss Andretti Stakes Day due to hoof soreness, and does have the bars on her fronts as well. It's been really, really good in recent times, won 2 of the last 3, drops in grade. Lots of ticks there, just a little bit concerned about the feet. Number 8, Creative Hero, is probably not one of the best Cerisa and White gallopers you're going to see. Did win last start and was well backed into odds on favouritism favouritism as well, but he's the full relation of Imaginary, who's just won 1 of its 15 starts. And then number 5, Brett Pope from Pinjarra. He brings touched up to Ascot, gets gate number 9 here, led all of the way to winning this grade a fair while ago, was held up most of the straight last start, could be a big improver on Wednesday. Top selection in 7 is going with number 2, Express Flirt, to beat 4 Beat the Bell, 8 Creative Hero and 5 Touched. Race number 8 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 6:47. It's the Salinger Handicap over 1200 metres, and in replay, let's take a look at the last start win of Paradise Square.
Touched down towards the inside, then Sixpence Bent battling after sitting deep, and Paradise Square starts to bullock into the clear. Paradise Square went to Glimmer Girl, Torino. They went past the 150. Torino keeps boxing on. Torino, Paradise Square. It's Paradise Square, Torino, and now Media Baron. They'll split the line. Paradise Square won it.
Paradise Square has been going really well for Lindsay Smith. He's had 2 runs for that training. He won last start in this grade at Bunbury, beating Torino, who's also in the Wednesday race by a short neck. 10th run this campaign. He's had 3 trainers, but I do think he's probably a little bit better than a midweek galloper, and I think he can go on with it for Mitchell Pateman and the aforementioned Mr. Smith. Goes on top from the last start winner, number 11, Aldilar. He won a Class 1 at Bunbury, was on speed most of the way. Did try him over a big trip last year, did Philip McLeod of 2,000 metres, but I think he's much better suited to the sprint trips. Won over 1,100, goes to 1,200 now. Cooper's Tail is an interesting horse. He's got the tongue tie on here. Look, she really likes Ascot. 7 runs here, 2 wins and 4 minor placings, and that's the major reason why she makes my numbers here. And then number 5, Calabria Joe, 4th up on Wednesday. Blinkers off this preparation. Was 3rd in this grade 2 start to go before going a little bit too high up the ratings last start, trying the Fitzpatrick Plate down at Albany. Was beaten 5 1/4 lengths by Neurological, who is a galloper going places. Top selection in race number 8, it is number 4, Paradise Square, to beat 11 Aldilar, 9 Keeper's Tail and 5 Calabria Joe. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Ascot card. Going in consecutive races, race number 3, Tycoon Legend for William Pike and Kira McDonough, due a change of luck. And then race number 4, number 7, Slick Sam, scratch from Saturday to go around in a much more suitable race. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log on to our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.